Hello everyone, I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's Odds and Ends. If this is your first time here, be sure and subscribe and click on that bell icon to be notified of all of my new videos. Also, give this video a thumbs up as it really helps the channel out. And now, on with the video.
Everybody loves Walt Disney World, right?
Yes.
I mean, with 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, plenty of great hotels and restaurants. What's not to like?
I have never met anybody who was disappointed in Disney.
Right, but how about staying here for a few days with the family?
We didn't think it would be affordable.
Well, if you think a Walt Disney World Resort vacation is out of reach, maybe you should think again.
Disney can be a great value if you're smart about it.
Worth every penny. To see this smile, come on.
The savvy traveler does their homework, and that's how they save money.
Some things never change. Homework first, and then you can play. Okay then, let's get started. Here's how you do Disney World on a dime. If you're one of those people who believe that the words Disney World Vacation and affordable can't be used in the same sentence, you've come to the right place. We're tagging along with a few frugal families to see how they make their Disney World vacations fit their budget without sacrificing the kids' college tuition. We're going to explore savings on Disney resort lodging.
Whoa, look at these rooms.
Tickets.
The park hopper. That's what we did, hop from park to park.
Food.
They would go up and get ribs, and then they go get macaroni and cheese, and then they go back and get more ribs.
And Disney's transportation system from the airport to and around Disney World.
Disney is very affordable if you do it the right way. You plan properly, you utilize all the things that Disney has in place to help you, like free transportation, like a meal plan. I mean, those are all things that you can do to absolutely make Disney an affordable vacation for just about anybody.
For example, meet the Joneses. Carmen, Daryl, and their kids, Andrew 10 and Maya, who's 3. They've booked a vacation package for a 2-night, 3-day stay at one of Disney World's moderate resorts, the Port Orleans Riverside.
It was really easy, called the Disney Reservationist. We were looking for a moderately priced vacation and told them about what our needs were, and they walked through every step.
The Joneses package includes 2 nights lodging and 3-day park tickets with the park hopper option. They knew they could find lodging for less off-site, but staying at a Disney resort offers convenience and some money-saving perks. For example, they didn't need to rent a car. Everything is magical at Walt Disney World, so the complimentary airport shuttle is called Disney's Magical Express.
Well, Disney's Magical Express is really kind of a first-of-its-kind offering. What happens is that you check your luggage in at the airport when you leave, and the next time you see it, it's in your room, so there's no conveyor belt that you have to stand around. And the other thing is it's all included in the price of your room, so you're not paying extra for transportation to Disney. So it's kind of like having a combination of car service and luggage valet all wrapped into one.
If you have transportation needs beyond just getting to and from your hotel and the parks, or need to move about really quickly, you may be better off renting a car. However, if you're like most people and just need to get around between the airport, your hotel, and the parks, you can save a bundle by just climbing aboard Disney's Magical Express.
We got on this Disney Magical bus that took us to the resort, and that was wonderful because we didn't have to worry about renting a car, we didn't have to worry about knowing where we had to go. Everything was really easy.
The Joneses didn't even need to collect their luggage at the airport.
You just get on your bus, they have somebody come and get it off the carousel for you, and it'll end up at your room without you having to worry about it.
One way to save overall on a Disney World vacation is to visit during one of the Disney value seasons.
There are great times to visit Walt Disney World when our rates are lower, the weather's more comfortable, and the lines are typically shorter. And many of those months are January and February, mid-August through September, and between Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is also a great time to visit because all of our holiday events are taking place.
What that basically translates to is the best deals are offered when most kids are in school. If you can't book during a value season, then definitely spend some time researching the different packages that are available. The Walt Disney reservation and ticketing system is called Magic Your Way. The magic part is this: the longer you stay, the less you pay per day.
All right.
That's for park tickets and add-ons, not for lodging.
Magic Your Way is the program whereby Disney goers get more a la carte options. Instead of having to take a package that might include elements that they don't want, they can choose to add on what they wish.
Disney also offers vacation packages that bundle lodging, tickets, and even food if you want, for convenience. One advantage of booking a full package is that you'll have a pretty good idea in advance what your vacation total will be. Disney World has 3 primary categories for their hotel accommodations.
There's a value category. Pop Century is an example of a value. Then there's more of an intermediate category. And then you have the upper end hotels, Grand Floridian being the primary example.
If you're on a tight budget, you'll want to look at Disney's value and moderate resorts. Depending on the time of the year, their prices can be competitive with off-site lodging options.
And then there's another category of hotel, which is kind of like the extended stay condominium. It's got a kitchen, living rooms, room for more than just a family, so you can bring your extended family. It's actually for people who probably want to spend a little bit more time here too, and cook their own meals.
Disney World not only has complimentary transportation to and from the airport, but between all of their resorts and parks as well.
Well, they have all sorts of buses that run all during the day that will take you to whatever park you want to go to. If you want to go to downtown Disney, they got a bus for that. You know, you don't have to need a GPS and all that. Rental car insurance, you don't have to worry about that. Some places even have boats that'll take you to maybe downtown Disney or wherever you want to go.
And where the Jones family wants to go is Disney's Animal Kingdom. 10-year-old Andrew is at an age where his agenda is to go fast, go faster, and then go even faster still.
I think he said that he felt like he was in a dream because he's always wanted to come here, and now, you know, you're here. So it was like a dream.
It was surreal.
Yeah.
He's got his heart set on riding Disney World's newest roller coaster, Expedition Everest.
Expedition Everest tells the story of the search for the abominable snowman. It's set in Nepal. They've taken in artifacts, recreated a lot of the scenery, and as you stand in line and wait for the ride, you're shown pictures of the abominable snowman. You're given warnings till finally you get on the ride, and you get on this rickety train, and it takes you up the mountain. And there are a lot of little surprises. I don't want to give away what happens, but it's a roller coaster, so you can count on going very fast. It's a big thrill. People want to go on this thing over and over and over again because there's lots of great detail, lots of elements that you don't see the first time, but maybe the second or third time that you're going to notice.
Finally, it's the moment of truth for Andrew and Daryl. They're off to track down the legendary Yeti, while Carmen and Maya watch for them to blur on by.
I would say it's probably a combination of Big Thunder Mountain with turbo in it, is how I would explain it. Because you're in a big train, you take those hairpin turns, but there's some speed and some good dips in there too.
Andrew got to ride the ride first with his dad, and then we had a ride swap ticket, which allowed us to have him get off of the ride and then ride again with me, which was really great because we didn't have to wait in line and all of that twice. We were able to just use the same ticket, and then he got to ride 2 times.
What you do is you tell the cast member that you need a swap. Then when you get to the front of the line with your entire family, you ride the ride while your wife waits, and then she gets to ride the ride when you come back, and you hand off Junior.
That is a great thing for families who just don't want to spend an hour or two waiting in line at a popular attraction.
Time is money when you're on vacation, and systems like Rider Swap are a way to get more entertainment in less time, which equals more bang for your buck.
Yes, everybody can be happy because, again, we have someone there who's able to hang out with Maya, one of us, taking turns. And then we also each get to experience the fun of going up and down on the roller coaster.
Even though 3-year-old Maya isn't ready for thrill rides, each park has a variety of rides and attractions suitable for all ages. The Animal Kingdom Park has the Lion King show that the whole family can enjoy.
The Lion King show was fun. It was really fun. It was great to see. I mean, the audience participation, that's the part. I mean, they had us doing all sorts of things and, you know, making all sorts of sounds and lots of colors, lots of lights, lots of music. Great music. I've been to shows before and you always think, oh gosh, you know, it'd be cool if our kids could go. And they chose our kids, and that was even more exciting. I mean, they were like, us? And so they went up there and they had their little maracas and went up and got to walk around with the different characters, the cast, and smiled and looked like they were in shock, and it was lots of fun.
When we come back, we'll be trying to keep up with the Joneses to learn the secret for doing Disney's Animal Kingdom and Disney's Hollywood Studios in one day, while still having time for a midday nap. Then, the Suarez family shows us how to have affordable fun at Disney World in and out of the theme park. There's lots more animals, thrills, and money-saving tips ahead when Season of Disney on a Dime continues. We're following several saving-savvy families to show how to do Walt Disney World on a dime.
Hey guys, let's go.
Right now, the Jones family is exploring Disney's Animal Kingdom. Next up, the African Safari Ride.
Gonna see animals, Mike.
Welcome aboard Kilimanjaro Safaris.
This is cool. Here we go.
The Kilimanjaro Safari is an expedition into the deepest, darkest jungle in search of exotic animals. These aren't your cute little animatronic tiki hut birds here. These are real, live, meat-eating animals. Brave little Maya doesn't even flinch.
We saw tons of animals, and the kids just loved it, and the thing was bouncing around, and lots of action, lots of excitement. So we had a lot of fun, different animals, and Maya's favorite, the elephant.
Elephant cows spend a long time with their mothers, between 13 and 15 years.
She enjoyed it, you could tell, because pointing to this and pointing to that. And so she definitely enjoyed herself.
I think people are surprised when they get to Animal Kingdom and there are these majestic, real animals. On the African savanna, you're going to find the lions sleep when the sun is high in the sky. So if you can get there first thing in the morning, you're going to see these animals and they're going to be roaming around and you're going to feel like you were transported to another continent.
Oh, and by the way, the animals have the right of way.
There's a saddle bill stored right in front of the truck and about 10 feet away. Well, call me back in 20 seconds when you're on the move. 10-4.
You can go on the safari ride and you really learn a lot about, you know, how they interact and why certain animals are put in different places and how they're fed. And that is an education experience all in itself.
Now, crocodile gets a lot larger and he's much more aggressive than the American alligator.
It was like you were right in there. And we saw a cheetah, which I hear is kind of rare. But we saw him, he was right there. And Maya loves elephants, so she was real excited to see that.
Since this is a Disney safari ride, it's not just a good look at some animals, it's an adventure. The safari chances upon a poacher's camp, and it looks like there's trouble ahead.
Oh no, it looks like something's going on around here. Hang it to the kids and look out for poachers. There they are. Hang on.
Andrew, though, by far was the most excited as far as the feeling like, oh wait, we might fall, hold on.
Wow, that was close. Looks like they got the poachers.
Wow, that was close.
Here in Harambe, we don't like to say goodbye to our friends. So we say Kwaherini, which means go well. So Kwaherini, everybody. Kwaherini.
In the Jones family, like many others, there's a significant difference in the age of the kids. This can present a challenge, especially if you have only a few days to fit everything in.
One kid wants to go this way, one kid wants to go that way, mom wants to do this, dad wants to do that. And before long, you know, you're being pulled in all these different directions.
So for them, booking the park hopper option makes a lot of sense. For a nominal one-time charge per ticket, Park Hopper allows you to visit multiple parks in the same day.
So when you have Maya that wants to ride Small World, and then you have Andrew who wants to be on the Tower of Terror, you can go to both parks on the same day.
Because they are each a single charge per ticket, all of the ticket add-on options become a better value the longer you stay.
It's a great name, the Park Hopper. That's what we did. Hop from park to park.
It's a simple matter of catching the next bus or monorail to the park you'd like to visit.
There's a whole system of monorails and buses and even boats taking you from place to place within the world. And you can get pretty much anywhere you want to go using that system.
Well, you don't have to know where you're going. You just get on and relax. And when you get there, you get off and enjoy yourself.
And with a young child like Maya, it's great to be able to run back to the hotel for a nap.
Yes. The smart thing to do, come early and then go back to your hotel. Go to a water park. Go to Animal Kingdom. Go someplace less crowded than the Magic Kingdom. Come back later in the day for the parade.
What, you say? How are we supposed to magically fit everything in if we do that? Well, it just takes a little extra magic. No, not that magic. More specifically, what Disney calls extra magic hours. On certain days, one or more of the parks will open early or stay open late, but only for Disney Resort Hotel guests.
If you're staying in the parks and you have those extra magic hours, I think you make best use of them in the morning. If you're there at 8 a.m., you're going to see the rides you want to, you're not going to be waiting online, and you're going to be enjoying your time in the parks more. And time really is money in Orlando.
The Joneses are taking advantage of their extra magic hours at Disney's Hollywood Studios. While Carmen and Maya head for the voyage of the Little Mermaid, Daryl and Andrew make a beeline for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This ride can be a bit of a letdown, but then it picks up again. When you get off at the bottom, you realize your stomach's still on the 13th floor.
Thank you for staying here. Did you enjoy your stay?
Next, Andrew and Daryl head over to the Rock and Roller Coaster. This ride moves lightning fast, which makes it very popular, which makes getting into it not so fast. So, to avoid a long wait, Andrew and Daryl are going to take advantage of another Disney time-saving system called Fast Pass.
Well, no one likes to spend their vacation standing in a line. Disney knows that. And so a couple of years ago, they instituted something called Fast Pass at all their popular rides. What Fast Pass does is you show up at the ride, punch your card, and out comes a ticket that says come back between 2:30 and 3:30. And so that gives you a time in line. It's kind of like holding a place in line for you.
The boys simply come back at the designated time and walk through the Fast Pass entrance. For you coaster fanatics, this ride starts off with an acceleration equal to the force of an F-14 launching from a carrier deck, and you're pulling 4.5 Gs entering the first inversion. Make sure you keep an eye out for photo kiosks on the way out. Many of the thrill rides offer keepsake photos to remember what a terrifying or terrific time you had.
Still had to yell. That look right there is worth coming all the way over here for it.
Another way to save money when vacationing at Disney World is to take advantage of the lower-cost recreational activities. That's the idea behind the Suarez family's vacation plan. Chris and Kim have 3 boys. Andrew, 10, and Christopher, 9, are pretty active. 5-month-old Ryan, not so much.
Oh, good.
They booked a Magic Your Way package that includes a 4-day, 3-night stay at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort.
A lot of the things that made it affordable having a family of 5 is just having a kitchen rather than going out to a restaurant 3 times a day. That can be a huge savings for us. So being able to eat at our home and then start our day saves us time and money, and the kids prefer it anyways. That was a nice feature of staying at the cabin.
Their cabin has plenty of room. In fact, they could have brought along a couple of friends or relatives.
The cabin has a Murphy bed. It has bunk beds and another full-size bed. That was a lot of people. I mean, you're looking at maybe accommodating 6 people.
Where normally at a hotel, I think you'd have to get at least 2 suites to accommodate that mix of people.
I mean, we had everything. So, I mean, this is a great way to go if you're bringing someone else.
Yeah, and there's a nice picnic table outside, so if we chose to take our meal from inside the house and sit outside and enjoy the surroundings, that was a great option for us as well.
Not only are the cabins nice, the campground is surrounded by Florida's native plants and wildlife.
We were impressed with the difference in landscape. The Spanish moss and the trees kind of gives you that neat setting of being, you know, in the bayou or something really fun. And we've seen all kinds of things that are unique, you know, like...
Right. The birds that are indigenous to this area and to this state are just absolutely phenomenal and awe-inspiring as you take a look at them. And I even hear if we watch close enough, there's a chance we might even see a gator out there. But we haven't seen one yet. But it's just a real neat and inspiring environment for us to bring our family to.
By choosing a 3-day theme park admission ticket with the water park fun and more option, they can enjoy 4 days of fun all over Disney World, including right here at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort.
I think as a 9 and 10-year-old, they want to ride bikes. They don't want to be at the park every day. It's fun and we love it, but you definitely need time where they can just do
and unwind
their things.
Some downtime.
Riding bicycles on all these miles of paths here. We can go on a hike. We can play basketball. We can play football. We can play frisbee golf.
There's a lot of organized activities throughout the day that made it real fun for the kids.
Downtime is good, but uptime is way better, especially at Walt Disney World. When we come back, the Suarez family shows us just how much fun you can have outside the theme park. And later, the Collin family didn't think they could afford a Disney World vacation. Then they found out they were wrong. See how they did it? Coming up. If you're one of those people who'd love a Disney World family vacation but don't think you can afford it,
no.
You've come to the right place. No, we're not giving away free vacations, but we are giving away a lot of free advice for saving money on one.
All right.
For the Suarez family, one of those ideas is staying in one of the great family cabins at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. They're taking advantage of some of the perks that come with staying on property at Disney World.
So let's talk about what we have planned and what we want to do for today.
Maybe some sports or activities like that.
I very much like the Fort Wilderness campgrounds. They have an abundance of activities there, campfires every night, so I think they're a terrific value.
With a family of 5 and having young children, we really enjoyed coming back to our resort and being able to stay somewhere that we felt was more similar to our home. We also appreciate the fact that it has a kitchen.
And being able to go a short distance to the outpost and stock up on things that we like to eat.
You guys like some cheese and crackers? I found some Mickey-shaped cheeses here.
It saved us having to go out to breakfast every morning. We could eat the things that kids actually enjoy at home and then have our whole day ahead of us instead of going through the restaurant process for breakfast or lunch.
One thing to keep in mind when purchasing your tickets is your arrival time. If you won't get to Disney World until late in the day, you may be better off not paying for park tickets on that first day. There are all kinds of things to do at Downtown Disney that don't require park admission. At Downtown Disney, you'll also find Cirque du Soleil's La Nuba show and Disney Quest that have their own admission fees. Luckily for the Suarez family, their water park fun and more option includes admission to Disney Quest, a deluge of digital delights.
Here it is, come on.
Disney Crest was great. They love virtual gaming experiences. One of our favorite and the boys' favorite was they got to craft their own roller coaster ride. Put it together kind of block by block, link by link, and they tried to make it real scary and daredevil. And then once you've completed it, you actually get to get on and ride it.
Proceed to the launch phase so we can ride our coaster. Okay. We're ready. We'll have to go out and do another one. Did you guys like yours? I want to do that again later.
Okay, you want to talk about saving money on travel? Buy one ticket to Epcot and you can walk around the world faster than Forrest Gump.
Well, Epcot's World Showcase is an amazing place to travel without leaving Florida because you have 11 different countries, all of them unique. Every one of them has all sorts of shopping opportunities, and their restaurants, of course, you could go to each one of these countries and have a wonderful meal, a nice Moroccan meal with belly dancing, or a wonderful meal in Mexico with mariachis, and that is still all available to you. So Epcot is a really special place.
On a hot Central Florida day, Disney World's water parks, Blizzard Beach, and Typhoon Lagoon can be just the ticket.
The weather was amazing, obviously. We came from cold rain into a beach environment with waves and surfing, and that was just phenomenal.
If you're planning a trip during the summer, you should definitely consider the Water Park Fun and More option.
They're a terrific value. They're state-of-the-art, and in hot Florida, it's great to get wet.
One of the great experiences at the water park for us was it accommodated myself and the boys and Kim and the baby, which was kind of neat because she could have her time in the little pool with Ryan and seeing how he responds to water. And he's 6 months old, he loved it. And then we're on these daredevil, crazy water rides going down and just having an amazing time.
That was so much fun.
And we spent the whole day there, and at 5 o'clock they had to ask us to leave because we didn't want to go.
One thing to keep in mind, even if you can't make it to the water parks, if you're staying in a Disney resort, you can always take a midday cool-off break at your hotel pool.
Disney has pools, of course, at every one of the resorts. Pretty fantastic pools, actually.
If you enjoy water sports, there's another advantage to staying on property. Several of the resorts are located on one of 6 active waterways. And most of those, like Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort, have a variety of watercraft available for rental or charter.
Where we're from, to get a boat would cost so much money. I mean, you'd have to charter something. And to just go out on the lake and affordably get a pontoon boat and cruise around, I thought that was great value. Look at all this. This is all like Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. And they really enjoyed that, and that was a surprise. We didn't even know there was a big, huge lake here.
All right, where do you guys want to go?
Let's go see the Magic Castle. It enables us to see the park from another angle, another aspect, as opposed to being inside of the park where everyone is. We got to view it from the outside, from the perimeter, which was a nice experience.
You could even go fishing for bass in Bay Lake. How about that? Another big-ticket item when traveling is food, especially for an active family with growing, hungry boys. The Suarez family is eating at the Trails End restaurant, one of the dining establishments that serves a buffet-style meal that is super family-friendly.
For 5 of us, please?
For 5, okay.
And some of the counter service meals actually are all you can eat. So you can really load up and you're not going to be hungry for the rest of the day. It's a great way to save money.
You guys want to go get our food?
Okay,
all right, let's go.
over.
Come on. The food options here at the park were suited to our family. Kim and I would eat sushi every night if we could, but the kids don't like that. And
They enjoy the buffet. They enjoy the
wanted this.
options. Kind of what they felt like they could go up, and there it was for them to eat. They enjoyed being able to go back and get more of what they liked.
They couldn't believe it. I mean, they would go up and get ribs, and then they'd go get macaroni and cheese, and then they'd go get dessert, and then they'd go back and get more ribs.
Hey, you guys cleared right past the veggies. You guys have to you need to get your green beans.
We really enjoyed that experience because it was the type of food that they like to eat.
You like the macaroni and cheese?
Definitely.
Kim, Chris, and the boys are obviously having a great time at the Disney World theme parks. What they hadn't counted on is just how much fun they're having just hanging out at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort.
And that's important. I think when you go on a vacation with your entire family, when you're in a hotel room, you're limited to whatever's on TV or whatever you're going to go out and do. And here they're able to just go out into the environment and play.
There are also many parents like Randy and Melissa Collin who thought about taking their young children to Walt Disney World, but
we didn't think it would be affordable.
When we come back, we'll find out what changed their minds. And we'll see what comes with every Walt Disney World vacation that doesn't cost a thing when Season of Disney on a Dime continues. If you always assumed that a vacation at Walt Disney World would be astronomically expensive, then you'd be just like Randy and Melissa Collin.
We didn't think it would be affordable.
But they're here. What happened?
Hi, welcome to Orlando. Do you happen to have a booklet that looks like this?
Well, they found out that Disney's on-property resorts offer occasional discounts, and they learned that there are services that could help them cut costs without cutting fun.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your stay.
Went to the Walt Disney World website, and at the website, we were actually able to pick and choose the pieces that we wanted for our trip and put them together, and we didn't have to have things that we felt we weren't going to use. And we realized, hey, we could really do this, and let's go do it. As opposed to before, we were thinking, well, I don't know if we could afford that.
Once they made up their minds just what they wanted, they simply clicked their way through the reservation and ticketing program, and here they are.
We felt it was really user-friendly for us. We weren't rushed. We were able to take our time and really think it through and put together what worked best for us as a family.
And what worked for their family was a 5-day, 4-night stay at Disney's Pop Century Resort, one of the really fun value resorts that Disney World offers.
With the hotel accommodations, we were able to look and compare hotels and actually saw this hotel on the website. And we showed it to the kids and they loved it. Whoa, look at these rooms.
Wow, look at this.
Sam, get your bed. Right from the get-go, we said, hey, is this a place you guys would want to stay? And we showed them the lobby, we showed them the little features of the hotels, and they loved it.
There are many inexpensive hotels nearby that are off of Disney property and may cost less, but they probably don't have things like a 3-story big wheel out front. You have to consider how much it's worth to you to be immersed in the Disney environment 24/7.
We did all the virtual tours of all the value hotels that we came up with, and so this is the one that they chose because they liked the arcade and they liked the food court and they liked all the different options that this hotel offered.
Okay, which one's your bed, Mad?
The Collins didn't pay for any add-ons they didn't need, like the park hopper option or water park admissions.
Awesome!
They also took advantage of Disney's complimentary transportation.
We came here directly from the airport. We took the Disney Magical Express.
When you're on vacation, especially if you've never been somewhere before, it's nice not to have to worry about making arrangements for transportation or getting and following directions.
Hello.
Hi.
You don't have to be rushed to get through anything. There's buses that could take you anywhere you want to go. Then you could use the monorail system and you could use the internal Disney transportation. It's really easy. And they have the little video that kind of introduces you to the park as you're riding on it. We haven't rented a car. We haven't even thought about it. That was one good thing about this trip is you didn't have to think about renting a car. You just, everything's here. And it's all in one package that makes it really doable and affordable and accessible.
Finding out that the Disney World trip is more affordable than they thought was worth a lot, but watching the reactions of their children, worth a lot more.
Oh, they were so excited. I mean, they were excited when we got to the airport and we went on the Disney bus. I mean, they were, the minute they saw Mickey, they were excited. So, I mean, we were sold then, but when we went to Magic Kingdom, they saw the castle. I mean, they wanted, of course, every balloon and everything that we had, but they were just so excited when they saw princesses and Mickey. They just, you know, they wanted an autograph and pictures. And
I mean, one of my best memories of the trip so far is having our girls walk in through the main entrance and looking right up at Cinderella's castle. I mean, just the look in their eyes and the smile. I mean, it was great. They really, really loved it. It was just such a great memory.
Don't go away. We've got more money-saving tips for Walt Disney World trips when Season of Disney on a Dime continues. The great thing about being a parent or grandparent at Walt Disney World is that you get to relive your own childhood memories as you experience all the quintessential Disney attractions with your own children.
One of the great things about bringing your kids to Disney is you can see it through their eyes, and they believe everything. They swallow it whole from the second you walk through the gates.
There's nothing like seeing the world through your grandchildren's eyes. It's a place to be a kid for a little while again.
Dumbo is the must-do. It's like one of the first things we have to do as soon as we get here. We have to do the carousel. We have to do It's a Small World. We have to go to Mickey and Minnie's house to walk through it. We have to meet the princesses. I mean, the list that my 6-year-old has is so long, it's ridiculous. There are things we add on every year, and it always amazes me as the kids get older what they're more interested in doing. They love the Jungle Cruise now. They love doing that. They love going to the Animal Kingdom and going to see the Lion King show. They love going to Epcot just so they could say they went to Paris. You know, I was in France. Look at me beside the Eiffel Tower. You know, they love doing stuff like that. And that is the magic of Disney, is that kids can believe for as long as you'll let them.
I can't think of anywhere else I would rather go with my kids. Are we gonna spin around and go so fast? I think they're at the perfect age right now where our youngest daughter, she's 4, and she's really just experiencing all this stuff, the princess stuff, the characters. She loves it. And there's so much here at Disney World that you're not just stuck to one specific place. You could go to Epcot, you could go everywhere, and they truly do love it. It's a great experience. What's that, Sam?
Even though their girls are little, food is still a big part of any vacation budget.
Food's always a big expense, especially with 2 young kids. They're eating all the time.
If you know how to work it, though, the dining plan can pay off.
A family of 4 can save up to 30% on the Disney dining plan. If you do their specific meal plan, you can save a lot of money on that.
And with this Disney Your Way plan, we're able to get meals with that, where we're able to eat at the park, we're able to eat at the hotel, and it's all included in the plan, which works out really well for us.
Do you want to try the steak? But you like steak.
When you get right down to it, a vacation is all about relaxing, having a good time, and doing something with your kids that they can feel good about and you can feel good about. That's how you measure vacation value. And for that, this place is hard to beat.
We went on the Barnstormer, and it was Sammy's first roller coaster ride. You did great for your first roller coaster. But I didn't cry. You didn't cry, right? It was so much fun. And it was so great. I mean, here she is, she's 4, and she went on it 3 times in a row. I mean, she just loved it.
When Sammy saw Minnie Mouse for the first time, she ran up and gave her a huge kiss, and it was just, I know me and Randy were just like, our hearts just melted, and I just know that we'll never forget that.
Where else can you see a castle so readily? It's a dream, it's a fantasy. It's what you want your kids to believe in. And although that's not real life, what's the problem with letting them believe that for a little while?
Don't go away. We've still got a few more ideas for an affordable Walt Disney World vacation when Season of Disney on a Dime continues. Let's face it, one vacation activity that can be a real budget buster, especially in a Target-rich environment like Disney World, is shopping, especially souvenir shopping.
Say hi, baby. Hi, baby.
I recommend giving older children a budget for the week, saying you have X amount of money, spend it wisely. Not only will it keep your budget in check, but it's also a great lesson for them on how to budget their time and money.
Want to see the mirror? Yeah. Yeah? Oh my goodness, who's that?
You let your kids know that we're going to buy one thing and one thing only. And what's amazing about kids is it's between the $2 lollipop and the $50 dress. And they're like, I don't know. Because to them, it's the thing, it's not the price. And you have to sit there and go, I hope it's the $2 lollipop.
You want to buy that one? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh, I think this is it. You want to buy it? Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Come on.
You just have to let your kids know at the very beginning that the treat, the prize, the everything is actually being here. Anything we get on top of that is gravy.
Ooh, say thank you. You're welcome.
Another service offered at Disney World that's more of a memory saver than a money saver is PhotoPass.
Well, PhotoPass is a great feature for families that don't have a free hand to take pictures with, and let's face it, most families don't. So what you do is you go to any Disney photographer and ask for a PhotoPass. They take your picture, they give you the pass. You carry this pass around with you. Anytime you see another photographer, give that photographer the pass and get your picture taken. At the end of the day, you can go out and get all of your pictures printed out, or you can go online and select the ones that you want and have them sent to you.
They say time is money, and on a Disney World vacation, it pays to budget both.
There's so many things that you want to see and do, and parents tend to overload the schedules. Remember, it's supposed to be fun. Give the kids some time to just run around and blow off steam every once in a while.
If there's a downside to Disney, it's that it's so wonderful and overstimulating that chances are your kids will have a meltdown at least once during the trip, because you can't not have a meltdown. Just the suggestion that you're going to leave. You see? It happens. You know?
Speaking of budgeting time, we're almost out of it for this show. They talk a lot about magic here at Walt Disney World. That's probably the biggest bargain here. It comes with the price of admission.
You know, it's really hard to put a finger on what exactly the Disney magic is, but there is something here that you're not going to find anywhere else. It's maybe in the way that one of the cast members smiles at you, maybe in the way someone helps give you directions, maybe in the way someone goes out of their way to make sure that you have a really good time.
Each of our families has their own unique circumstances, needs, and personalities. Even so, they all felt that their Walt Disney World vacation was a bargain.
The Disney vacation is well worth the money, worth every penny. And there's not a lot of pennies involved, which is great.
I definitely thought it was way more than I expected.
We were amazed at the cost.
The value. Well, I thought the value for what you got was right there, if not more than I expected. So.
And expense-wise, it's all affordable. Accessibility-wise, it's great. Ease of vacation. I mean, it's just a great all-around trip. And especially for the kids. I mean, it's such a great family memory. Walking down Main Street for the first time, seeing the characters. I mean, just they come alive. And it was really just a great moment for us.
Everyone is so helpful, so friendly. You ask anybody anything, they walk you to your destination.
And I also felt like when we asked the question, they kind of took a snapshot of our family, who we were, and helped us come up with probably what would be the most fun and most enjoyment for our family.
The Disney resort and the whole Disney vibe is very safe-filling. You're just sort of in your own world, Disney World. And that's nice, especially for a family vacation.
Perfect. Thank you, Minnie. Bye.
This has been an odd production. Thanks for watching.